And welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So today is Monday and just hanging out in the house kind of. It's a rainy day here in New York, raining and just crappy out and the leaves are all falling. It's beautiful out there. It looks beautiful, but it definitely is not a great day today. And it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow too. So anyway, how I got on that track, I don't know. Anyway, if you're new here, my name is Linda, and my name of my channel is Create with Linda. Obviously, Create with Linda, and it's because I create. I create meals. I create stuff. I don't know. I create food off the seat of my pants. I'm the type where I don't really go by a recipe unless it's like a baking recipe, of course. I just go by what I have, and I use my own judgment. I use my own, amounts and all of that. Most of the 95% of the time, that's just how I cook. So if you enjoy that, that's the type of channel I have. I also do grocery hauls and some organizing stuff and showing my family and my dogs and just my everyday life and stuff. So that's the type of channel I have. So if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. You'll really enjoy it. And if you're not new here and you're old here, thanks so much for watching all the time, and thanks for your support. I love you, every one of you guys, and I appreciate your support and you taking the time to watch me. Okay, so when that's all done, said and done, I cleaned out my refrigerator earlier, guys, because I showed you the other day my refrigerator was crazy, just loaded to the top and just really filled with stuff. So once a week, guys, once or twice a week, usually on, like in the middle of the week, and then usually like on shopping day, I usually, clean it all out and just get everything out that needs to go, and then just straighten it all up. And now it looks pretty organized right now. I'll show you guys. I just reorganized it. I just got done with it. So if you see that, I'm holding the tripod up. So it's nice and organized. That's organized for me, guys. That's organized for me. So I feel better. I can breathe now. I got that done. So like usual, when I'm going through the refrigerator, watch, buddy. When I'm going through the refrigerator, I'm always looking when I'm doing my videos, guys. Not to change the subject. When I'm doing my videos, this thing that I look into my iPad, it's like a mirror to me, and I'm always like I'm in a mirror, and I'm always fixing my hair. I bet you guys noticed that. I'm always doing that. Because I see myself. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So as I was cleaning out the refrigerator, of course, I found some stuff in there that can be utilized. Just like the other day when I made my crock pot meal, I made the chicken mushroom gravy thing. I had all leftovers from my refrigerator and my pantry. That was in my pantry. I put something together. I'm going to put something together today also. And also, before I also get started, don't forget that every Saturday for the month of October, we're doing a Crocktober collab, where we're doing one crock pot recipe every Saturday for the month of October. So if you do a video, go on Sarah from Home Sweet Homes and tell her you posted a video, and she'll put it on her playlist. All right, guys? I hope you guys do it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy watching what everybody's making. It's a lot of fun, guys. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Okay, now what I found in my fridge, guys, I'll show you. Let's come over to my table now, because I'm gonna sit here. Okay, what I found was, you guys can see this. I found leftover chicken. I had poached this chicken the other day for a chicken pot pie that I had made. So I had these in the refrigerator, and of course, yes, they were buried under everything. Didn't even know I had them. So I have these. I'm going to make chicken salad, guys. I have some celery that's almost gone, so I'm going to utilize that. I have a half an onion that I had in there, so I can utilize that. And that's it as far as that goes. I'm going to put onion, celery, and seasonings in it, and I have lettuce that for later. I'm gonna make a wrap probably with that. This morning for my breakfast, for my low carb breakfast, guys, I had I had scrambled eggs with cheese and sausage, and I wrapped it in one of those low carb wraps. I love those low carb wraps that I showed you guys on. Let me get it. I want to show you guys again. I buy these at Aldi. I gotta buy 2 or 3 of them at a time because they're so thin and they're so soft and they're delicious. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else. I find them only at Aldi, but you might be able to. Don't you love that when they don't shut the bag? Well, it's probably me. These, love it. The Fit and Active low carb tortillas. Only 4 carbs for one. So good, guys, and you can literally you can be on low carb with this, and that's what I love about it. So buy those when you get a chance, guys. Even if you're not on low carb, you could save a carb here and there. Why not? You know what I mean? It's only 4 carbs, and they're delicious. They don't taste any different than the ones with 35 carbs in it, and the ones that have 35 carbs in one tortilla. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let's start with the chicken. I'm gonna cut it now. This chicken, when I poached it, guys, I put it in a pot of water and let it come up to a boil and let it boil for like 25-30 minutes, and I checked it to make sure that when it was done. But what I do is that I season the water. Now you can season the water with anything you want. I put garlic powder, salt and pepper, onion powder, Italian seasoning, some thyme in there. You can put whatever you want to season the water. This way it'll season the chicken, okay? And even, guys, a tip too, you could take that water and you can use that as broth. You can add it to like another broth, or you can keep that for broth, because it is a broth. It's not going to be a strong broth because it only boiled for 20 to 30 minutes, but it'll still be some sort of a flavor. You can flavor your gravies with it. You can flavor, whatever. It's really good. All right. You can smell it. I always smell my food. Always smell my food. All right. So let's go. Let's see. You guys can see me. Oh, good. Perfect here. So I'm going to cut up this chicken and get it in there. And this way I'll eat this too, guys. I being on the low carb, really focusing on it again, I've been really, trying to be very mindful. Even though I have like that zero carb bread, I have to say I like it. Like, it's definitely doable. But it's not my favorite. Like, I have the other bread, the 647, which is a low carb bread. I think it's like 2 slices for one. 2 carbs for 1 slice, which is a lot better. But I like that. Is a lot more than 0 carb, of course. But I like the 647 better. This bread, the 0 bread, I like it. I do. I have to say it's doable, and I eat it and everything. But it's not my favorite. Of course, it's not my favorite. So I'd rather have a wrap, guys. I would rather have a wrap. It's to me it just tastes better. So good. So I'm really utilizing the wraps. So I got to keep those wraps definitely in the refrigerator, because I need to have that around, because sometimes you just want a carb. And guys, I have to tell you that cauliflower rice that I buy at Aldi too, I am in love with that. That is so helpful. I just throw it in the microwave for 90 seconds. Then I put it in the pan with some butter and some garlic. And the other day, what did I put in it? I think I put broccoli in it. You could throw anything in there, mushrooms, anything you want. And it's like, sometimes I think, I'm trying to think if I put zucchini in it. I put another vegetable in it, and I had to remember that, oh my God, this is actually a vegetable. Like, this isn't rice and like zucchini. This is cauliflower and zucchini, but you would never know it. It's so good. So good. And it really, I could buy the regular head of cauliflower, which I've done before, and I do. But, and then chop it all up, and then you have to, it's just a pain in the butt. So I would definitely rather do that, and that's what I do. And it saves me. And it's so quick, like, I don't have to think. Like last night, I was thinking, what am I going to make? Like my family had wide noodles, and I didn't want to have wide noodles because I didn't want to have the carbs, obviously. So I was like, what am I going to have? So I had that. quickly put it in there. Put it in the frying pan. Literally takes 5 minutes in the frying pan. If you put the frying pan on, you put it in there with some butter, garlic seasonings, and all that, and it's done. So good, guys. So good. It really is so good. And you don't have to be like going crazy on low to be. You don't have to be like crazy low carb. I mean, you could just be watching your weight or watching your carbs, because a lot of people do eat low carb. They don't eat no carb, but most people. So it's just really good. It's really good. And for me, it saves me. It really does, because, I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't have any cookies. Like, we made these cookies, me and Jenny. I had to have a couple. And then like last night before I went to bed, I'm not going to don't really want to tell my secrets, but before I went to bed, these were on my mind, and I had put a cookie in my mouth before I went up to my bedroom. And then this morning I was like, oh my God, should I have done that? But you know what? It is what it is, guys. This diabetes is a chronic illness, and it's managed. It's managed. That's what it is. It's not going to go away unless, I lose 85 to 100 pounds, which I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. And, and reverse the whole thing totally. But so I figured, I just have to manage it. Every day is a new day, and I got to take it as it goes. My numbers, have been in the 100s, which is really great for me, because, high numbers like 300-400s are not good. They affect your kidneys, all of that. It's not really good, and you don't feel good. Like I know when my sugars are certain, like I know when my sugar's high. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't feel good. Like maybe I'm having a low right now. So, and I take my sugar, and 98% of the time it's high. So, and it's because of something that I ate. The carbs or the sugar. So, it has to be managed, and it's unrealistic to think that you're not going to have a cookie, that you're not going to have a piece of bread, and that you're not going to have a little baked potato once in a while. You have to. You have to have a little bit of carbs in order to live. You have to. And that's just the way it is. So, I just have to manage it every day. Every morning I get up and I say, okay, how am I going to do today? I'm going to do good today. And, like I'll make those cookies. Like the holidays are coming, and I'm trying to do my best. As far as yesterday too, guys, I didn't show you guys this, but I made the carb quick. That thing that I showed you, the Bisquick, low carb Bisquick. I made biscuits. Now, this is what they look like now. I made them last night. They're a little bit hard now, so they're not as good. But when I first took them out of the oven and put butter on them, delicious. Really tasted, I would say 95% like a real biscuit. So really good. So I'm gonna try these, and I'm gonna put one in the microwave later and put a little butter on it, see how it is. But the biscuits are awesome. I really like that Carb Quick. It's low carb, and it's a Bisquick, but it's just low carb. So I'm going to try all the things. You can make a pizza crust. You can make cheesecake, guys. I'm going to make a cheesecake and show you guys that. There's all kinds of recipes on the back there that I'm gonna do. It's definitely worth trying out, because if I can eat the things that I like to eat and not have all those, and of course without the carbs, that's ideal, right? That's ideal. So yeah, so I'll let you know, guys, as I go along with making those recipes. So yeah, diabetes is not fun. It really isn't fun. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I do have to be like thankful sometimes. I let those thoughts go through my mind, like, oh, I wish I had something else, God forbid, because have it and get rid of it. But no, I wouldn't want that. It's chronic. Everything chronic is not hard to deal with and not easy to deal with. But I wouldn't want anything else. And I thank my lucky stars that I have what I have, and that it's only that, because it could be worse, guys. It really could be worse. On a good day, I think that. Some days you think, why me? That's just the way life goes with everything. Why me? Why does this happen to me? I used to think, guys, and I'm not going to get into no big session about Jesus and all that, because I don't preach it or anything like that. I believe in God, I love God, and I believe everything happens for a reason. But I used to, years ago, believe that when something happened, like somebody died, okay, just let me cut in here 1 second and get this all cut up, guys. See how it's got cut up? All right, so I think that's really good. You don't want huge chunks, but you want nice little chunks. Okay, let me get my picker-upper, and then I'll go on with what I was saying. So yeah, watch Bubbles. So I used to say, you know, why does God do this? Why does God take the people we love? Why do these things happen? Like, why does God do it? And I realized one day, I don't know, maybe about 5 years ago, it might be 5 to 10 years ago, I'm not really sure. At some point I realized, you know what? I think it was more recent than that. I think it was like maybe 3 years ago. I realized it's not God. God doesn't do bad. God doesn't do bad things. It's not God who does them. It's the devil who does them. And God cannot just come in and save everybody and save everything. He tries his best, but he is God, but he can only do so much. So God is good. God doesn't do bad. He doesn't do bad. He doesn't. He's there for you when bad happens, and he loves you, and he's there for you. And he helps you get through things. But God isn't perfect either. He really isn't. I mean, he's amazing. Believe me, I love God. God is my Lord and Savior, and I wake up every morning and I thank God for my life and just for everything. God is amazing, but I feel like it's the devil who tries to creep in, and God does what he can to not let him. So yeah, so I don't know, that's my spiel. That's my spiel. So yeah, so I'm gonna cut celery up now. Okay, I don't know how much celery. I have a lot of celery here, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. Just gonna make sure it's clean with my hand. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not dirty. I'm only gonna put a little bit of celery in because, well, no, I'll put whatever. Yeah, I'll put this in, guys. See? I'll put this amount. This way. I like a little crunch in my chicken salad and my tuna salad. I rarely put stuff in like this because my family is not big on the whole, crunchy thing. Ow, I almost cut my finger. So yeah, yes, I'm very lucky, very blessed, mother of 3, happily married to my hubby, got a great husband, great father, and just living life. I have extended family. Unfortunately, we don't see each other. I have, people in my family that I don't converse with, and I'm not going to get into it because it would be a whole soap opera of a story. But people that I don't converse with, that are family members that I just can't converse with. They're not healthy relationships, and so you move on from relationships that don't do anything for you. Like, you just move on from them. You don't stay. That's what I found. You don't stay in relationships that aren't good for you. You can only tolerate so much in your life. You have one life to live. Enjoy your life. Don't let anybody dull your shine, guys. Don't let anybody do it. So this is a kind of a interesting cook with me. Talking about a few things, God, and I don't know. I just figured I'd chat with you guys. I enjoy chatting with you guys while I cook. I want you to see who I am, and comment below, guys, what you feel on certain things. No politics or anything like that. We don't get into the whole Trump thing or whatever. I'm not going to say anything about that. But just so hard today, guys. Like, I just say, how are we going to get through all this with this COVID? Like, it's really, really scary, and it touches home. I know so many people that just, are coming down with positive results, and like, it's so scary, and like, I don't know, we're going through a lot, guys. We really are going through a lot. Everybody just try to be kind to each other. That's all I say. Try to be kind to each other. Try to see somebody else's point of view, and know that you can't walk in anybody else's shoes, guys. You don't know what somebody else's experiences are. You don't know what they've experienced, what, you know, just like they don't know what you've experienced. So you can never judge somebody. Just because they experienced something doesn't mean you experienced it. So you can't, you know, fault people and judge people for not knowing how you feel because you haven't walked in their shoes. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But, you know, just be kind and love everybody. I mean, we only have one life to live, guys, you know, and just love. That's all I say. It's just love. So the hate is just not a good thing. It really isn't. So anyway, getting back to the celery, guys. I'm chopping the celery up, getting it really nice and small. Okay. All right, so this is done. Celery's chopped up. I chopped it really, really small, guys. See? That's how I like it. I think that's good. I'm trying to think how much is in there. Yeah, I'll put a little bit more. I don't want to put too much more because I want, you know, celery in my chicken salad, not chicken salad in my celery. You know what I mean? All right, so I got the celery in there. Now I'm going to cut up a mess here. But that's me. Like I said, guys, I make a mess in the kitchen, but I really, you know, not that I don't care. I don't want you to think I don't care. I do care, but, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing, so I'm not worrying about, you know, the mess right now. Okay? That's just me, guys. Yeah, so, you know, it's a rainy day here in New York, and just hanging out at home. Had a nice weekend. The weekend's over, and got Jenny up this morning for program. She goes to program Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Before the pandemic, guys, she went Monday through Friday from 8 to 6. And then on Saturdays, they went out and they did activities on Saturdays. They went to the movies. They went to bowling. They did you know, just everything. Plays, guys. They went to the mall. They went to carnivals. They went to festivals. Just, they did so much, guys, so much. And now she goes to 2 programs, but so she's going only to 1 program now. Only the 1 program opened up, you know, with COVID. And she goes from only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because the 1 program, that's what she went. And then the other program, she went Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that program isn't opened up yet, but the other one is. So she goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday from, she gets picked up at like 8:45. She gets home at like exactly 2 o'clock on the dot. So that's at least 5 hours. And then on the other days that she's home, they do like a Zoom conference with the other program, which, you know, they learn about stuff and they talk and they, you know, socialize with their friends and everything. So that's been helpful. They've been actually doing that the whole entire time, you know, about a month or 2 into the pandemic. About 2 months into the pandemic, they've been doing that. So that's been helpful. But she was a social butterfly. She still is, like, out all the time. Like, what a transition for her and then her and her special needs friends. Really, really, really difficult. And she still asks me, Mom, when is this pandemic going to be over? When is this going to be over? When do I don't have to wear the mask? Like, you know, she's been a trooper, but it's been very, very difficult. Very difficult for her and very, very difficult for us. So yeah, Jenny will be home at 2. I love her to death. She's my girl. She's my baby. But she's a handful, as you could imagine. Okay, so I got these onions chopped very, very small. Most people aren't going to be crazy about the onions in this house, but half of them are, half of them won't be. But you know what? That's what I used to like not be, you know, I would be like, oh, I'm not going to put onions in it. Most of the time I accommodate because I'm not going to make something if nobody's going to eat it. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. But sometimes you just have to say, you know what? Let them pick out the onions or let them pick out the mushrooms, whatever. You have to be happy, you know, for yourself too. You have to take care of yourself, guys. Self-care. Okay? All right, so I got the onions in there. All right, now you can put like tomatoes in here if you want. I really maybe should put some tomatoes because my tomatoes are getting ready to go bad. Look at this. I got that one's gone. See, this is what happens. This is what I'm talking about, how things just, that one too. And this one is from the food store. I don't think it's gonna be good, let me see. Oh, actually that still looks good. I just cut off the bad part, see? Cut off the bad part, and this one is one of the garden ones. So this I definitely want to use. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at the difference, okay? Look at that one, and look at this one. This one's from the garden. You see the difference? Wow. Can't wait till next year already. So I'm gonna put some tomatoes in it. I put tomatoes in my macaroni salad, sometimes in my potato salad. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on my mood. And right now I'm in the mood for tomatoes in my chicken salad, so that's what I'm gonna do. Can you guys see? I hope you can see. Fairly small. I don't want them huge. Get this cut up. Now again, guys, if you want to cut out all the cutting business, you can put it in your chopper. You know, you don't have to sit here and cut the things up. But I enjoy doing that. I enjoy talking to you guys. I don't mind cutting things up. And right today I'm feeling motivated and I'm in the mood. It's a good day, so I'm going to get out here and do what I want to do. I do what you enjoy. You do what you do. For that, what's good for you guys. If you don't have time, put it in your Cuisinart. If you don't, you know, if you want to sit here and cut up stuff, cut up stuff. It's your kitchen. It's your recipes. Do whatever you want, guys. There's no police. So let's cut this one up. I'm gonna use the whole, I always do that. Do you ever leave the sticker on? Ever leave the sticker on the tomatoes and all of that? I've done that before. I'm like, ooh, what's that? I'm sure we've eaten a few stickers from the food stores many a time, just like I'm sure we've eaten flies and stuff. Flies and you drink, you don't even know it, or I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. I really don't, guys. All right. So I think that's good as far as the tomatoes go. Yeah, I'm going to use that to those tomatoes. Okay. Put that one in. I might as well use this one too, right, guys? Why waste it? Because you know what'll happen? It'll never be eaten, and then I'll throw it in the garbage. You know, I'm really, like I said, guys, I'm trying to be so mindful of what I'm doing now. So mindful. It's just, you know, life is so stressful, and sometimes you just don't even think about things, and, you know, you got to try to, it's hard. It really is hard. And I don't know about your lives, but my life is my everyday life is stressful. It's very, very stressful. It can be stressful at times. So, but, you know, I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody's got issues, right? So there you go. Everything's in there. Now I'm going to put my seasonings. I'm going to put salt. Again, if you're on a low sodium diet or you don't want salt, don't put salt in, guys. Pepper. Yummy. Pepper. I love pepper. I'm going to put some of this Creole seasoning in. This is Tony's. It's really good. I'm going to put a little bit in. Not too much because my husband might eat this. So he doesn't really like spicy. Garlic powder. You know, we gotta have our garlic. Love this. Gotta get more. I'm running out. I have a panic attack if I don't have garlic, a full garlic and a full onion in my cabinet getting ready to be used again. That's just me. Okay, so salt and pepper, garlic powder I put in there, right? Let me get the mayonnaise. I gotta get a new mayo out of my pantry. All right, guys. I had three mayonnaises in my pantry. Now I only have 2, so I need to get another mayo. I know I have issues. What are you doing in here, puppy? The little one's in here. Cooper is in the living room with my husband because he would be trying to eat everything. He's actually he's in his crate for a timeout. We have a crate for him in the living room, and he has to get a timeout once in a while, just because when it's raining out, he can't really be outside. When it's not raining, he's outside most of the day, in and out, in and out, in and out, like you know in the summertime when your kids were little and they'd be in and out, and you'd say, stay in or out. Well, when it's nice out, he's out, in and out, in and out, and it's fine because we have a fenced-in yard, as you guys have seen, thank God, because he has to get energy out. And like today, like on a rainy day, it's bad. Like tonight, he'll be bouncing off the walls and everything else, so he needs a break. We give him like a half-hour break in the crate, and then he comes out, and then, you know, it's difficult when there's no, when the weather's crappy. So I'm gonna start out with probably like a cup of mayo. I don't want to put too much mayo at first. You could always put in, guys, but you can't take out. So start with a little. This looks so scrumptious. Oh, guys, you know what I didn't put in this? I got to go over and get it. I'm going to give you a second to guess. What seasoning didn't I put in it, which is my favorite seasoning right now? What is it? You guys going to guess? I bet you can guess. Everybody knows my favorite seasoning. I got to go get it. I need it. Okay, this definitely needs some more mayo. See? It depends on how you like it. If you like it on the drier side, don't put as much mayo in, you know. I like it, I would say I like my tuna and my chicken salads like this on, like the medium. Not too much mayo, but enough mayo. That's just the way I am. But everybody's different. I think it definitely needs a little bit more. Probably about 2 cups of mayo, I would say. But, you know, use your own judgment, guys. Like I said, I really don't measure, you know, and I hope that's okay with you guys. If you ever want a recipe of mine, just go on the description box below, box below and ask me, and I'll be happy to give it to you. You know, most things, like I said, I do in my head. I create. That's what I do, guys. That's what I've always done. You know, I take my mother's recipes, and I use her recipes, and then I might tweak it. I might add this, or I might add that, or, you know, after I taste it, I'm like, oh, that didn't really taste like my mom's. It needs this, or it needs that. That's what cooking is about, guys. It's about having fun and about creating, and I love to create. I've always liked to create since I've been a little girl. So, there you have it. All right, I gotta get my seasonings, guys. Okay. Here it is. My time, and I'm running low. I'm running low on time, guys. I gotta get to the store. I gotta get to the store. All right. That looks so yummy. You can like make a salad and put the chicken salad on top of the salad. Hello, I can't talk. That's what I might do. I literally might do that. Yummy, guys. Look at that. You can have it with crackers, guys. You can, you know, dip the crackers in it. That's really awesome. I'm going to try to get some low-carb crackers because I'm finding, like, sometimes at night, guys, I want something, like, crunchy to eat, and it has to be, of course, low-carb. I mean, I have chips in there. I have crackers. I have all this bad stuff in there that I don't dare go by, so I don't want to be eating that. You know how you can just mindfully just eat chips and you're like, oh my God, I ate the whole bag. I can't do that. So like I've been choosing better things, obviously. Last night I was hungry, so I had a wrap. I had a turkey and cheese wrap. You know, it's all low carb, so I'm trying really to do well like that. But once in a while I do need a cracker or something. I do. So that's just the way, you know. So there you go. Here is my chicken salad. I'm going to taste it, guys. Let me get a fork. Bobo wants chicken salad. You can't have chicken salad. Bobo wants everything. Okay, look. You see the stupid glass? There you go. All right, guys. Definitely needs more salt. And some more pepper. Definitely. So good. It's delicious. Now, look what I made, guys. The tomatoes are crunchy, the onion or celery, Yummy. Look what I made from leftovers in my refrigerator. Do a clean out. Once a week, do a clean out. Gather up all the stuff that's in your fridge and think, what can I make with this? What can I add to this? Go in your pantry, see what you got. Go in your freezer, see what you got. Put it all together and you can probably make 4 meals. I guarantee you. I think down in the next video I'm gonna do is that maybe I'll do a segment like each week, clean out the fridge segment and make a meal from the fridge like that. I think I'm gonna do that, guys. I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do that. So listen, do what you can, guys, with what you have. If you go in your refrigerator or cabinet right now, I bet you can find 3 or 4 meals that you could come up with if you're low on money, if you're low on, you have to get to Friday before you can get to the food store. I know what it's like. We've all been there. But I'm telling you, you go in your pantry and your fridge, you can find stuff to make. I guarantee you there's something in there. Even at least one meal. I guarantee at least one meal you can find from your pantry and from your refrigerator, guys. All right, so do me a favor. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, hit the notification button, so this way every time I post, you guys will be notified. Okay, share with your friends, and thanks so much for watching, and thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time. Bye.